Good morning to all of my traders. How are you doing today? We've got a special guest this morning. We have a special guest. We're doing some new stuff. I hope you're ready to win some trades. I'm going to win some trades. I hope you've already won some trades. I got an Amazon package in the back there. Do you like this camera angle? I think it's all right. But my favorite angle is obviously the trading angle, because we are looking at the charts. Hit a couple of VIP winners this morning. Hit this trade right there on US dollar Swiss franc. I am actively in this trade right now, so I can't show you that. You got to be in VIP if you want those trades. Obviously, what I'm doing today is not financial advice. It is education and entertainment only. Did I say someone just said it's too late for the orb? No, it's definitely not too late. We are just getting our breaks right now. What's going on Australian dollar? I was looking more at this level down here for an entry. Same on New Zealand dollar. I was looking at this level right here for an entry. But this is a pretty strong pullback there, so maybe we relax on that. What's going on US CAD right now? US CAD is breaking out the top of the range right here. Maybe I'll be looking to get something on there. I think I've been selling on gold this morning. We're going to have to see how that goes. And I'm just, I'm making things happen. I'm winning trades. And I'm winning trades. That's it. That's all I got to say. I've got a special guest. You're not touching gold today? I think I might be selling some gold today. We'll see how that goes. Hoping price can come down to this level. I'm thinking price may suck to that level. We have a fair value gap right there, but we responded to it. Hopefully we don't respond to that level too aggressively now. I'm hoping gold pushes down to this level right here, where I'll be taking some profit out of the markets this morning. I hope everyone is doing well, and I guess we can get started here. Let's see if Joe is ready for us. Doesn't look like Joe's ready for us. We've got his chart. Joe's watching his chart right there, trying to see if he's getting some profits. And but he's not ready for us yet. So when Joe's ready, I'll bring him in, do a little analysis with him. Just hoping I could get the price of gold down to here this morning. That's all I'm looking for. Not looking for anything special. We've had a nice little pullback right here. Hoping that we could come down now. I would have preferred getting into this trade a little bit higher right here near our resistance. We have our support down here. We seem to be getting into the trade in the middle of the range here, so not as big a fan of that. But I'm looking for trades today. GU profit hit. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Am I streaming every day this week? Maybe. I might take tomorrow off. But there is some demand. There is some demand, isn't there? People are in here. We're watching the stream. We're making it happen. Am I talking to you on Discord? No, I'm not talking to you on Discord. I am a very rich man. And I have very limited time. So no, I don't talk to anyone. You're also not talking to Brad Pitt or any other celebrity, all right? Not that I'm a celebrity, but I am rich like one. So I am not actually talking to you on Discord. Someone's trying to scam you. Be smart. Why would I message you, right? Like the same thing. Why would again, I'm not a celebrity, but just think of why would someone who's worth $15-20 million, why would that person be messaging random people on Discord? Come on, right? Smarten up. Don't be a dummy. All right, so what am I looking at right now? I was looking at Australian dollar. I was looking at New Zealand dollar. I'm looking at ORB setups this morning. I'm looking for a break out the top here on EuroCAD. That interests me quite a bit. Can I get a break out of the top of the range right here? Let me go and talk about my setup. Yeah, turn off your DMs. We're definitely friends, for sure. But I'm not going to message you, okay? So, at 9:30 to 9:45, this candle goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, and then at 9:45 it closes, right? That creates our candle high and our candle low, right? That's the wick there, the wick there. That creates our opening range for the New York session. Then I'm watching these candles, I'm monitoring what's going on with these candles, and I want to see on that 5-minute time frame a candle break and close out the top of the range. Then I'm going to buy. Ideally, it's in line with the overall trend direction. Yesterday, I went against the trend and I was able to win the trade, but I don't recommend that. It was not a great trade. So I get the breakout right there. I'm waiting for a pullback, maybe the pullback to the range midline, maybe it's to a demand zone. That's where I'm going to enter my trade. Then I'm going to have a stop loss, but it's not a real stop loss. On this stop loss, I'm just going to re-enter the trading position, right? So I'm going to scale into the trading position if it goes against me. If it doesn't go against me, I enter at my demand. I hit a take partial profit right there. I set my trade back at break even. Maybe I take another partial profit here and then take the rest later on stream as I'm crushing the markets. I can't really give analysis on the trade, any VIP trade. In order to get that analysis, you do have to be in the VIP trading room. Very simple. That's why I haven't been trading gold much on stream, because I have a gold trading room. What's going on, Berto? What's going on, Meta Alex? Now, do we have our special guest? Is he ready for us? Let's see. Let's see if he's ready for us. There's his chart. No, he's not ready for us. Joe, what's going on? Well, turn your camera on then, Joe. Come and join us. Shout out to Brent in Florida, as always. I guess I'll probably have to put this on. Good to see you as well, Patricia. I've been streaming all week long. Let's see how this goes with the headphones. I got it plugged in. Oh, now. Am I hearing myself? All right, there is Joe. We got to get a light on Joe's face. He looks like he's dying. Yeah, we could definitely hear Joe. Welcome, Joe, one of my top analysts. He's been trading with me for about 5 years now. Is that right, Joe? Joe, can you hear me? You might want to have a headset going on so that you could listen to the stream, eh? You can't hear Joe. They can't hear Joe. Well, that's going to be troubling, isn't it? Well, I can hear him. You don't hear him? I hear him. I'm always trading on the 5-minute time frame. Relaxed, Henry. So you can't hear Joe, but I can hear Joe. Joe, you're going to have to put some headphones in. Do you got headphones? All right. Let's turn Joe off for a second as he gets through this. I'm looking for some CAD buys right now. Yeah, I'm getting the sound through my headphones, so you're not getting the sound. So, I wonder if this works. Where am I hearing Joe? Why am I getting an echo? Is it just...
Test.
Alright, you hear Joe now? I'm still echoing, so make sure that... Alright, you hear Joe, good. You can hear the echo, okay. Joe, are your headphones plugged in?
Yeah, it is.
I don't know. But the headphones have always been plugged in. I could take them off. It's not going to echo. It doesn't matter if I'm wearing them or not. Where is the echo coming from?
I don't know. The headphones have always been.
Joe, are you sure like this isn't coming out of your speakers, because I'm hearing myself?
Test.
All right, we good? Joe is from Spain. So, Joe, you're with us? I think it sounds good. I think we're all right. Yeah, I think Joe is had his speakers on or something, but I think we're looking good
Joe,
now. Sounds good now.
This is coming out of the speakers.
Now it's echoing again. Joe, you got to turn your speakers off.
Like everything. This from Spain. Joe, you're with us? I think it sounds. I am 0 second. Like I cannot hear you. There is an echo from my side as well.
All right, what about now? Yeah, now I'm just muting Joe, and so I can't hear Joe. I'm glad we really got this figured out on stream. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know why the hell this doesn't want to work. We're using Video Ninja. It's definitely coming from him, because if I mute him, there's no problem. Alright, what about now? And now I'm just muting Joe, so I can't hear Joe. I'm glad we really got this figured out on stream. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, Joe, it's definitely your YouTube that is playing back. It's the live. So why don't you just turn the live stream off, Joe? Or mute the YouTube. I don't know. Sorry, guys. This is crazy. We figured this out before. I don't know why there's now an echo. It's just insane. All right, I gotta start looking for some trades regardless. It's definitely from him, because if I mute him, no problem. Alright, I'm looking at US dollar Swiss franc right here. I'm looking for some trades. I just got a breakout of this level, and I'm waiting for a pullback. It's a random Thursday stream. Sorry that we're having some technical issues with our first guest. I guess that's what happens when you have your first guest. So, can you guys hear me all right? Do I hear all right? Good. Stop the background music? Never. The background music's been on the whole time. The background music will always be on. I broke out of the range right there. I am now waiting for a pullback. How many pips to get to an entry? Let's see how many pips to get to an entry right here. Wait about 9 pips to our level of demand. You can see right here we have a level of demand right there. I'll be waiting for that pullback. We also have fair value gap opportunities. I have a fair value gap right here. I have another fair value gap right here.
Test.
There you go, Joe. How you doing, Joe? You feeling all right? I guess the problem is Joe can't hear me now, which is the problem. I may have to figure this out off stream one of these times. Alright, so we got the break. I am now waiting for a pullback on US dollar Swiss franc. We could definitely hear Joe. The problem is Joe can't really hear me. I'll have to figure that out. And so you can see there, now he's turning the YouTube stream on. Alright, Joe, forget about it for today. This is insane. I have a fair value gap right here. Yeah, I have another fair value gap.
Test.
There you go, Joe. How you doing, Joe? You feeling all right? I guess the problem is Joe can't hear me now, which is the problem. I may have to figure this out off stream. Yeah, bye, Joe. We hardly knew you. All right, let's get Joe out of there. That's enough of Joe. Why am I still hearing stuff in the background? Oh, it looks like we're already getting a push up here. Is the sound all right now, guys? Are we all right? I don't think we hear anything. Okay, let's turn that off. For some reason, I still hear Joe. Where the hell else? Where am I hearing Joe from? Do you guys still hear Joe? Probably not. Are you guys still hearing me talk in the background? What the hell is going on? Alright. Now, it's for some reason, it's like still playing through my PC audio, just like... I'm gonna have to figure that out before I get another guest. Next time I'll bring on a hot guest. A sexy, sexy guest. But yeah, I don't know what the hell is going on. That's so annoying. Alright, whatever. Looks like we got a breakout here. I should have got into this one right off the top. Alright, good. Whatever. We're back in business. I'm looking for some trades. Sorry about the issues we had there. There is background noise. There better not be background noise. What the hell? Shut up. Stream, PC audio, mic, cam link through. Everything's off. Everything should be fine. Australian dollar. Australian dollar. Well, I don't want to sell Australian dollar. We are in line with the trend here. I kind of just wanted to enter off of this level down here. Okay, everything's good. All right, just music good. We're great. All right. Broke out the bottom here on NU as well, but again, in line with the trend. No trade here. What pairs do we have? Come on, push down here, gold. Push down here. If gold pushes down here, maybe I'll look for a buy at that level, okay? We shall see. Check the Discord. Yeah, people will tell me what to do in the Discord for sure. So what's going on in the Discord right now? Just people reporting some of their trading results with the trade with Pat Robot. That looks really nice. Need less than $900 to pass his prop firm challenge. So we are cruising right now. The trade with Pat Robot this morning is hitting a bunch of winners. Make sure that you are in the Discord in order to get that. Did mess up the stream a little bit there with Joe. Sorry, I apologize. But I gotta play some trades. I gotta win some trades. I'm looking for 8 wins in a row this morning. I'm hoping for gold to come down to this level. That's a nice push right there from gold. Hey, baby. And that's a TP1 right there in the gold trading room. That's what that is. Shout out to Joe. I think Joe was actually working on this trade. So sold that one on gold. In another one on your AUD up about, I'm floating about 1800 this morning. Hit a US dollar Swiss franc. So we're cooking in the VIP room this morning. Link to that is in the video description. Probably be setting break even on that one now. You go, Pat, what trade are you talking about? I'm talking about trades in the VIP room. I'm sorry, you can't see that unless you're in VIP. Link in the description. Okay, again, What we're doing is not financial advice here. Education and entertainment only. I'm trying to find myself a good setup this morning that I could take. Not in love with what I'm seeing right now. We broke out the top on US CAD right here, but I'm not really interested in buying UCAD very much. I'd be more interested in a sell. It seems kind of where the market is adjusting. We know now that we are going to start getting rate cuts in the United States based on the new Fed governor, Fed chair, whatever. And that means that the US dollar should be showing some weakness at some point in this lead up to that final cut as the market starts to adjust. So we should have some dollar weakness, and that should kind of, be creeping into the market over the next few days before that cut. So we should be able to get ourselves some decent opportunities. Now, just broke out the bottom right here on GBP USD. Now we are above the EMA, so I would be looking more for buys. But damn, a part of me does want to trade this down just to the EMA. I do feel like that's a potential setup for me this morning. I know it's a counter trend trade. I gotta stop counter trend trading. It's gonna hurt me. I know counter trend trading is going to hurt me, but I think that there's gonna be a pullback here this morning. So I'm thinking about selling GU here this morning. Bit of a risky play. I think I'd want to enter off of this level right there and go short. If Joe was with me, I could say, hey, Joe, what do you think about this setup, right? Your CAD is not too bad for a short as well. Let me go ahead and take a look at the EUR-CAD position. Where is EUR-CAD and GBP USD? Let's pull a couple of these up, the ones that I'm most interested in right now. So EUR-CAD also below the EMA here, decent for a short. Will I get a pullback though? That's the question. Am I able to get a pullback here? I don't know. I don't know if I'll get a pullback here. GU, I feel like we're very close to a pullback. How do you feel about the GU? Now, this is a counter trend trade, so this is not a great trade. But the market's not giving me much this morning. Let's put some reasons for the trade and get this party started. All right, let's get this party started. So, basically, one, break bottom of orb, right? Two, I'm expecting price to pull back here. Okay. Three, what is three? What else do I like? We have that resistance level, right? Okay, so let's take a look at that. I'll start talking about these aspects right now. So first, we have broken close at the bottom of our orb, right? So that's telling us in the New York session that we may be bearish, okay? That's the first thing I'm looking at. The second thing I'm looking at is I'm expecting price to pull back a little bit. You see we've come up significantly. I'm expecting price to pull back, right? That's my expectation. The market does move in waves like that. And then we do have this resistance level. You can see price reacted to that level aggressively before. So I'm thinking we may react to that level again if I tap in here on GU. Now, the only issue with this trade is this is a counter trend trade, right? So you can see here, we are in an uptrend. Generally, I want to trade with the trend, but I'm just not seeing a lot of trades in line with the trend this morning, so I am looking to sell this down. It is already starting to push down a little bit. I need a little bit of a pullback here for a potential to get into the position myself. It's actually about 6 pips, so it's actually a pretty significant pullback I need still to get into this trade. And then the other trade I was looking at was EUR-CAD right here. You could see EUR-CAD right there. We exploded out of this area right here, a bit of a demand zone, respected this level, then no longer fresh, broke through that level. Now, using that demand as a supply. Potentially, I would be looking to get into a sell position somewhere around here. That's a fill of this fair value gap right there, and that's within this demand level now turned support. Okay, so that's what I'm looking at this morning for potential setups. I have 2 potential setups. I'm waiting for pullbacks on both of those right there. I'm also keeping an eye on gold. I was able to smash my first take profit level on gold right there. Missed my USD CAD by just a couple of pips. So I was selling a USD CAD. I missed my entry for just a couple of pips. I think I had my entry in this fair value gap about here. I missed that entry, and then price did push down to my take profit 1. So a good morning, a good analysis so far on my charts. Right now I have setups for GBP USD. This one I'm waiting for a pullback to here that may get that. I have EURCAD right here. It does look like I'm coming very, very close to an entry right here. So let's see if I could get some sort of a reaction. I don't want this candle to be too big right now. My next entry, if I need it, will be about close to the range midline. Okay, so I will have another entry level around here, and then I'll have another entry level around here, okay, if the trade goes against me. But we still have to get into this trading position. Let's see if I can win some trades this morning and continue the streak. I am hot right now. I'm going for 8 in a row live on stream. It's been a great week. I've been hitting multiple trades in the same day consecutively, and if I hit 10 in a row, you know what happens? I have to get a spray tan. He'll look great. I know he'll look great. I'm into the trade right now, and we are catching a bit of a big green candle right here. So hopefully this one can reject very quickly. And there's a little bit of a rejection, putting me in profit immediately. And we're just kind of sitting at that break even. I hope everyone's doing great. I'm hoping to get the Trump tan right here. Obviously, I will be re-entering my position again. If it goes against me, I'll re-enter here. If it goes against me, I'll re-enter here. And I will scale into this position, making it a larger position. Sometimes I like it when it goes against me because I like the larger position. But I do want to get into some trades this morning and see what happens. And as you see, we are going into drawdown a little bit here. So I may get a quick re-entry on this position, which is absolutely fine. Sometimes I like the bigger trades. Now, the only problem I have with this trading position is I went against the EMA, okay? I went against the EMA. You know, I'm trading against the trend right here, but I do have a little bit of a range set right there, okay? So with that range set, I'm expecting the price to trade within this range, and so I'm expecting the price to come back into this range, and as long as price does come back into this range, I will be able to win that trade. That's how I feel about it. That's my approach. Caught a pretty bad candle right here at the start. That's fine. I will readjust. Hey, Chow Boy, how you doing? Let's see if we reject off of this level, or let's see if I can get in on another limit here and just kind of put a little extra into this trade anyways, right? Here we go. We are coming close to my level that I've marked. Right about, yeah, right about there. I'm going to be coming in for a little bit extra. Let's see if we get to that level. I'm absolutely fine with it. Just about 200. I entered at the orb low. I did, yes. That was my original, so I'll mark that up as my original, and I'll be getting in. I'll be scaling into this position because I'm expecting price to kind of trade back into this range at some point during the New York trading session. All right, so I am into my next position right here. There's my OG. I've got my OG marked right there. As we're doing a little bit of hybrid execution trading and seeing what we can get from the markets this morning. Now, do I want it to push up higher? Not really, but I can get into another position. I could scale in again right here. No problem. Hope everyone is doing well. I hope everyone is catching wins with the trade with Pat Robot. It is crushing. I tried to have Joe on the stream this morning, our special guest. It didn't really work out to plan because Joe couldn't hear me without having the stream on, and if the stream was on, You know, it was all messed up. I'm going to have to test that stuff out a little bit without Joe. Can I continue to review gold? Well, there's a lot of currencies to look at. Gold is just one asset, Brent. I will still cover gold and provide my analysis on gold, but generally if I'm in a gold trade, then I'm not going to be looking at gold as often because you don't get that analysis for free. Look, it's just $50 to join the room, so, you know, you can get that analysis, all right? How's it going, Inchin? Good to see you. Very good to see you. But by now, you know, you don't even really need my analysis. If you've watched my strategies, you know that you know exactly what I'm doing, right? Price breaks out the bottom of the orb right there. I'm looking to sell for this session, right? That's my first confluence. Then I'm looking for the pullback, right? You can see we've pushed up here and now I'm pulling back. Now this has been a pretty bad entry I've had so far. Let's take a look at the DXY here. DXY rejecting off of the EMA right here, showing some US dollar weakness. I think, you know, we should be able to bounce back up at some point here to this EMA. Maybe we come test the bottom of this range. So this trade may go against me for a little bit longer here before I can actually start seeing some profit, which is fine. I'll just keep scaling into this position because I am expecting, look, there's no price action here, right? So we're looking like we're kind of getting near those all-time highs, it feels like, right? Let's take a look at our chart. We've been going up for a long time. So the counter trend trade was a risky one. I did say not to do it, but I will scale into the position at the top of the range again. And we're just going to see if I could get a pullback here this morning. I'll be all right. I'll find a way to win this position and go to 8 in a row, hopefully here. Check the Nasdaq. Sure, I could check the Nasdaq for you. I thought the Nasdaq created a pretty big gap, a pretty significant move. Was there some news this morning? I don't know. What would have caused a move like that? Let's take a look. It's Thursday. We had unemployment claims, and this was at 8:30. And so these were actually good. If the number is less than the forecast, it's good for the currency. So they thought there was going to be 219,000. There was actually 191, so that was good for the US dollar this morning. And so I guess maybe that's what we're seeing a little bit right here. But we're not seeing a lot of US dollar strength. We had some US dollar strength earlier, and now we're seeing some US dollar weakness. So you could see here, what was it, about 8:30 we had the news. From 8:30 we actually came down, and then we pulled back up. Now it looks like we're coming down, and then I'm hoping that we will pull back up at some point, kind of just retesting that EMA. So again, I am counter trend trading a little bit this morning, which is ugly. People hate it when I counter trend trade. I hate it when I counter trend trade too. So I am floating about 800, but I'm just about to re-enter the trading position again. I'm going to scale into this one, so maybe we get a big winner this morning as I continue to scale into the trading position. Almost scaled in right there, rejected off of that range. And it's pretty close to that level. All right, I'm just going to scale right back into the position right here, and we continue to go. So we are in at 3 now, so we're in 3 positions. I think I got another one about here, and then another one right here. It's a bit ugly this morning. But we will see if I can keep scaling into this position and finding a way to catch a winner. So I'm floating minus 1,000 right now. You hate to see it, but at some point I'm expecting price to contain. Let's go just jump between this and the DXY. Hoping we can get a reaction at some point on the DXY. Does look like we're in a level of demand right here, so hopefully we see a little bit of dollar strength, and then we'll see some pound weakness, and get that rejection that I'm looking for. Floating about 1200. That's okay. That's all right. I'll find a way to get this to go in my direction one way or another. I'll just keep scaling into this position. My next one will be somewhere around right there as I continue to hybrid execute my trade. And this would be a crazy trade, but you know, I did make a big mistake on this one, and I'm obviously always honest about my mistakes. I did go against the EMA, okay? So obviously don't copy my trades. Went against EMA. Risky, okay? Now I have a lot of funds in this trading account, so I can take certain risks that other traders can't take, okay? You got to understand that there are a lot of risks. Check the market talk. Let me just pop into the Discord. What's going on in the market talk? Look, lots of wins in there. Happy to see it. What's going on in the market talk right now? Lots of people chatting, lots of wins. Very nice. Yeah, I don't know. Looks good in the market talk. Shout out to the market talk. And we're starting to push down a little bit off of the entry right here. So floating just 600 now, which is all right. As I try to get some sort of a pullback, you know, the area that I'm most interested in reversing to would be this area right here. You know, we broke through that area. I would like a pullback to that area before we get some sort of continuation to the upside. Ideally, you break through that area and you get the full reversal to the downside here. Either way, I'm still pushing on this position right now. 200 EMA. Yeah, sure, you could take a look at that right there. These are the settings for my 200 EMA. Very simple. Having a good morning this morning in VIP and with the Trade with Pat robot. And generally, if I win all my trades in VIP and with the robot, I lose on stream. But that's not happening this morning. I am going to win on stream. I'm going to win in VIP. And I'm going to win with the robot. It's a special Thursday stream. I'm sorry, I know I was promising a guest speaker. We had a guest speaker come in for a little bit, but I didn't know what the hell I was doing. It was echoing, so I had to kick his ass out of here. Shout out to you in India. Could I take a quick look at your GBP? Looking to sell and would like to see if you share the same idea. Okay, so I do want to monitor this trading position a little bit right here. I'll take a look at EG though. Let's take a look at EG. He's looking to sell on EG. Yeah, it's looking like a decent sell on EG. Definitely looking like a decent sell on EG. I would want more of a pullback to kind of this area right here. Potentially the midline right here. Both of those looks like decent entry plans on EG. Now, there is significant room to pull back here. So there has to be some concern that, you know, price may come back all the way to the EMA. I like getting in a little bit closer to the EMA. What is going on with me here? I'm in a bad one now. Do have a level of demand right down here. I'm hoping that price comes to that level of demand as well. We have lots of fair value gaps that need to be filled. We got an FVG here form now. We have an FVG here form now. So there is a lot of market imbalance. Be waiting for a pullback to the OG level. I don't know how long I'm going to be waiting for that, but if I have to wait for that all stream, I'll wait for that all stream. I will scale back into this position here if necessary, and I may just end up with a huge trade today. I may have to, hopefully this is one that finishes on stream, because, you know, they like it on stream. But either way, I've got a lot of funds in this trading account, and I will be scaling back in. Is this live daily? This week I've been on every single day. I haven't been posting as many YouTube videos, so I've just been doing a lot of live trading lately, which is, you know, absolutely fine. Absolutely fine with me. Still been waiting on gold. Gold has hit my take profit one and then pulled back. I'm still waiting on gold to come down to this level right here. It does look like it's being contained by the open range. Just a quick update on gold. And back to GU, looking to scale into this position again right here. if price comes up to that level. Really shouldn't have went against the trend on this one. I really took a risky one. You can see here, I said went against the EMA, risky, right? Just a bit of a bad decision by me this morning. That was a really straight line that I had there. That was nice. But look, we're just down a little bit. I'll find a way to get back into this trade. Someone wants me to take a look at Bitcoin this morning. Bitcoin broke out the bottom and has come to the top. I think I missed my entry, right? I would have been entering this position right here. That's where my entry would have been, and I probably would already be at a take profit 1 on Bitcoin. So kind of missed Bitcoin. Again, your break was here, you had the pullback, and then it came down. This one was a better trade than the one I took. This is in line with the trend. Maybe I should have looked at Bitcoin. I didn't look at Bitcoin this morning. That's fine. I'm sitting break even on my 3rd position right now in GU, and I'm just waiting for a big red candle or a couple red candles. Look, I know the market is kind of going against me here, but I'd like to see this pullback right there. Again, just same as yesterday, I did that counter trend trade. It was a bit risky yesterday. It's a bit risky today. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, stop being selfish. Oh, excuse me. What do I think about gold? I'm expecting gold to pull back still. I'm still looking to sell gold this morning. I know it contained at the bottom of the range, but I am looking to sell on gold this morning. This is a really stupid trade I took. I will be honest. I will find a way to win this, though. Don't come in here and advertise someone else's stream. If they were really a good trader, they would already have a following, just like I do, okay? You won this wheel spin yesterday. Did you DM me on Instagram? No pain, no gain. What is my lot size? I've got about 15 or so lots on the position right now. I'll keep scaling into this thing, so I'll have more lots on it. I really should not have traded against the EMA, though. I'm really disappointed in myself. Yeah, I did it yesterday, and I didn't want to do it yesterday, and now I'm doing it today. And I'm just being stupid, aren't I? What's going on with the DXY? Let's take a look. Still pulling back here now. We're getting to a level of demand right here on the DXY. So hopefully we can hold this level and then come back up and test this level. We range a little bit. It does look like we have a pretty solid range formed here. So hopefully the DXY, we could have that pull up. And then if this comes to here, then I should be able to win this trading position. And it does seem like that is what we're having happen here. So hopefully that's what happens. Just kind of sitting around the break-even level on my 3rd position, hoping for that to come all the way down. Really hoping to get to that OG. That would be about 12.8 pips to get there. I could do that in one candle. Come on, give me that one candle. Could be facing more drawdown here. Sun Goku absolutely could be. Again, and that is the problem with trading against the trend. So if you're watching me for the first time, sometimes you will see me make mistakes or kind of go against my rules, but that's a learning lesson. Again, I will find a way to win this position one way or another. I have the account size to do that. Can I show my orb settings? Yeah, of course. There you go. There are the orb settings for you right there. Yeah, I am using hybrid execution trading here, so I will be scaling into this position as it goes against me. Again, I really should not have gone against the trend, but I do feel like one way or another I will come back. I will pull back to the entry position at some point throughout the day, and I'll be all right. I should have took US dollar Swiss franc. US dollar Swiss franc. Yeah, should have took US dollar Swiss franc. Yeah, definitely should have took that instead. What can you do? What can you do? Made a quick decision on stream. That's all right. We'll see if I could find a way to come back here. Guys, stop trying to advertise other... Again, you got some dumb people in here that are trying to advertise other streams. Look, if the guy's a good trader, you don't have to come into my stream and tell me, right? I have people in here already, right? I'm winning my trades. If they're winning their trades, guess what's going to happen? They're going to get an audience, all right? Go build your own audience. You don't have to come in here and try to take mine, okay? If you're a good enough trader, you'll have an audience. If you're not, you're not. No comeback, only going back. That's not a sentence. Appreciate you. Mansion is going really well. I'm about 4 months before I move into the mansion, and then I'm going to retire. I'll never see you again. I'm kidding, of course. There is a part of me that wants to do that, but I won't. I like trading too much, and I like the patties way too much. Yeah, well, I think those are people being paid to get in there. Give us some trade, man. I don't give trades. This is education and entertainment only. Don't copy my trades. Never copy my trades. If you want my analysis, if you like my analysis, I have a trading robot that trades my trading strategy. I have an analysis room. The links to all of those are in the description, but you do not need to buy any of my services at all. Okay, so we are facing some resistance here now. Hopefully we could get something out of there. Breaking out of it again. Bad decision, Pat. What's the DXY looking like? DXY is starting to react off of the demand, right? So that is showing some dollar strength. So if that can come up, then I should be all right here on GBP USD. We're not seeing that reaction yet, but I'm expecting to see a reaction down shortly as we get that demand level holding on the DXY. Don't have to do much, just have to kind of come back to this level, and then I'll be in some significant profits. Big fan from India. Shout out to Hellier. Much love to you, brother. Yeah, you're building a house too, Logic. That's awesome. Happy to hear it. Where are you building your house? Not a lot of volume, Mo. Yeah, not a lot of volume, but there is the flip that we were looking for. Now, hopefully, we could start to fill some of these fair value gaps. There's a lot of imbalance in the markets right here. Price needs to come into these levels, fill those levels up, and then maybe it will continue up. If I'm lucky, it will continue down, but not a lot of volume. We are definitely stuck at this level right here. But hoping we could get that pullback soon. Big fan from Sri Lanka. Much love to you in Sri Lanka. I dated a Sri Lankan girl for a few years. She was pretty cool, but she was hiding the fact that she smoked cigarettes from me, and I didn't like that. You know, I don't like lying at all, especially lying about something so stupid. You emailed support and still haven't heard back. Well, we answered all the support emails this morning, so maybe check your junk mail, or if you emailed in the last hour, I don't know, then just wait. You know what I mean? Like, this is like Fortune 500 business takes like 6 hours to get a response, so expect a response from me in 3 to 4 hours. Shout out to all the Sri Lankans in the chat this morning. I'm floating negative right now, but I'm confident if I keep scaling that I will find a way to win this position. This is definitely the ugliest trade I've had today. Have I dated an Indian girl? No, I've never dated an Indian girl, but Sri Lankan is close enough. Shout out to all the Indians. I love my Indians. I live in Canada, so I live in India. We have lots of Indians in this country. You know, I got one of the guys. He works at the A&W there, and he's trying to trade too. Sometimes I show him my trades when I'm waiting for a burger. Cool guy. Got a lot of nice Indians. Yeah, Drew's getting responses from support in 3 to 4 hours. So wait 3 to 4 hours, you'll get a response. If you need a faster response about the robot or something, just do it in Discord. Max SL, I won't have a max SL. I'll just run a drawdown on this one. I'll draw it down. Well, you know, if I draw down like 20, like, I don't know, 10, 15% on the account, I'll have to start making some sort of a decision. But this is a very large account, so I'm able to draw down a significant amount. Look, there's a battle right here that's happening. There's a battle right here that's happening. I'm hoping that I could win the battle. Let me take a look at that DXY. Keep looking at that DXY. Held a little bit, going down. We need the US dollar to show a little bit more strength this morning. It's just, we are just kind of in this wave pattern here, though. So eventually, I expect this to come up, back test that EMA. I'm hoping that's the case. And if that's the case, I'll be able to win this position. Until then, I'm in this position. If you have any questions, I'm here. An EG, where would I enter on EG? If I was going to enter on EG, I would enter at the midline. I would potentially enter at the top line right there. And that would be in line with the trend, right? But, you know, do I really want to sell EG right now? Not really. Again, if this comes up to here, then I probably will win my other trading position. And then if this does happen, then I may take this position after. So I'm always looking for more trading opportunities, and I will look for more trading opportunities. Manifesting to meet you one day after I hit my first million. If you hit your first million, absolutely. You tell me when you hit your first million, and then we'll hang out. You could come to the mansion. We could chill out. We could go for a swim. US dollar will probably be sold despite the good news. Yeah, I know what you mean. I kind of agree with that. I was talking about that, so I'm not sure why I decided to take this trading position. I went against the EMA. Again, I guess we could also put went against rate cut, risky as well. So there's definitely a couple of risks I've taken here. You know, it is what it is. I may be stuck in a drawdown on this position. Sometimes that happens. It hasn't happened yet. We got some spammers in here. That's fine. I love you guys so much. I hope it goes in my direction too. I may have to scale back in again here. We're about at my neck. We're almost at my next scale in position right there. So I may have to get into a fourth one. Taking some risks this morning. We'll be all right though. The broker is in the video description. It is the broker that I'm trading with right now is AAAFX. The link to that is in the description. They are also the sponsor of the stream. So shout out to AAAFX. Where am I getting order flow and volume profile? I am not using order flow and volume profile. My hybrid execution trading is something that I have coined, and it's an entry model only. It is how I scale into trading positions. I do it better than anyone else in the business. And I'm sure people call hybrid something else. That's what I call my hybrid. I'm doing well, Chillac. How are you? I'm looking to hopefully get a reversal here. I made a kind of a stupid decision on this position. Yeah, I'm in an open trade right now on this one. I am scaled in again on this trade right here. Just tapped into this level right now. Hoping I get a rejection somewhere soon. As I look at the DXY here, it is breaking the bottom of the range. This is going to be an ugly one. I may be in this one all day long. It is what it is. Why sometimes a limit order does not trigger even though the wick touches the limit price. Sometimes that's just due to your brokerage spread. Okay, so sometimes your brokerage spread has an impact on that. Sometimes it's just your broker execution. You know, it's too close. It is what it is, right? Like, there's a lot of times that happens to me. Yeah, that happens with every broker, right? That happens with every broker. Sometimes you're just not going to get triggered into your position. Could Nasdaq reverse? I could take a look at Nasdaq for you, sure. Why not? I'm jumping around charts this morning. I don't care. Could Nasdaq reverse and go down again? Yeah, it definitely could, right? Like, we set up our levels here. Our lowest level was here. We have a new level that was created right here, and we have another level that was created right here. So we definitely can trade within this range. So there could be a reversal here. The reversal could come off of this level. The reversal could come off of the level that it's at right now as well. Those are options. Now, I am kind of sucking and blowing hard on this position here this morning. I really made a bad decision on this one. Hate to see it, hate to do it, you know, really hate to do it on stream. I've been so hot on stream lately. God, I gotta stop going against the trend. I really gotta stop going against the trend. You're looking for a reversal at 33910. Yeah, possibly. 7 wins in a row. I know. I know I'm trying to fumble the tan. I don't want to fumble the tan. I do not want to fumble the tan. Trust me. I think the tan would be a funny thing to do. I just really gotta start. I gotta listen to myself a little bit better. So again, so at this level right here, I'll be looking again. Let's take a look at some higher time frames right now. Yeah, we actually, you would expect the response here, you know, on this 4 hour. We come back to the 5 minute and go to our trade. Yeah, you would expect the negative response to come from this 4 hour level, right? So basically, I like that 4 hour level for a sell. You could see right there, we're in that 4 hour level. That's a 4 hour resistance. You would have expected a push down off of that level at my original entry, but I'm just not getting it. The rate cut is clearly having an impact on this trading position. I was aware of it. I'm making a bad decision here this morning. It's absolutely fine. That's all right. We'll see if I can just kind of find a way to win this trade regardless. I'm going to stick with this one. I'll stick with this one. I've got a big account here. So look, we've had a huge push up right here. We've now broke out of this level and pushed up again on the 4 hour. At some point, we've got to have some sort of a pullback here. I'm expecting some sort of a pullback here. And, you know, maybe that's just cope. Maybe I'm in a loser. It's been a good week. Either way, though, I will trade this thing until I win it. You know, my drawdown's still floating just a couple of grand right here. So it's not the end of the world. I know it's tough to watch the stream when it's like this, but too bad. I'm not risking $3,000 to make $500. That's not how my strategy works at all. That is not how my strategy works at all. Sorry, that's not actually what's happening here at all. Okay, I am scaled in again. Right at the tip. I got to reverse at some point. Now, this is definitely the worst trade that I've had on stream in months. But I will find a way to win this one. One way or another, I will find a way to win this one. And hey, you know what? If I do risk $3 to win $500 on this position, at this point, I would be happy to do so because it's an ugly trade that's been going against me for a while. I need some sort of reversal on this one. But it is what it is. You know, this is trading. I'm not going to win every trade that I take. I'm just scaling into the position, Anonymous. You can just ask me directly. You don't have to ask the chat. I'm right here. I'm reading the chat. Shout out to the chat. It was just a bad position this morning. It's fine. I'll survive. I was able to win all of my VIP trades this morning. Those are the trades that people pay for. That's the analysis people pay for. So that's a good thing. Just having a tough one on stream this morning. I tried to go for a counter trend trade. Made a mistake, obviously, with this position, but it is what it is. I'm going to keep scaling into this position, and eventually I will get a retrace, and I will win this thing. There you go. There's a little push down. You know, can we come back to the top of the orb? That would be nice. Can we see a couple red candles in a row? I'd love to see a red candle like this one right here, a big juicy red candle. How's the DXY doing? I'm always monitoring the DXY. I need to get a positive reaction out of this DXY soon. If I don't get it, my drawdown is going to be pretty deep here on stream, and I don't want a deep drawdown. I've had enough drawdown. I want to start having some fun. And by having fun, I mean winning the damn trade. Can you please push down in my direction? So you can see here the issues that I made with the trade. Went against the rate cut, even though I was talking about it. Went against the EMA, even though I was talking about it. It is what it is, right? It is what it is. Sometimes you make mistakes. That's trading. And the good thing about watching me is that sometimes I win, sometimes I lose. Right now, I'm 7 wins in a row. That's the streak. I'm going for 8. Can I hit 8? I don't know. On this trade may not give me that opportunity. I'm hoping that it does. I need some sellers to step in at some point and pull this thing back. How far do I need this thing to go? Pretty far at this point. I'm going to need this thing to go at least to the range midline. So if we could get back into the range, I'll be cooking. You can say that I'm gambling, sure, but my trading accounts are growing, and your trading accounts are not growing, right? So that's the bottom line. One of us is building a mansion and driving a Porsche, and the other is a guy commenting in his stream. So it is what it is. You know, I'm not here to, you know, involve myself with much hate. I'm actually, you know, a lovely trader, right? I like to be truthful, sure, but I just, you know, this is a very positive community. We create a lot of positivity. There are some reasons for a sell here, but they aren't the greatest reasons, right? And I've admitted that. It was not the best trading position. Not every trade I'm going to take is going to be perfect, but it is realistic, right? Because you're not going to win every trade, right? You're not going to win every trade. That's life, right? That's what this is. But I'm putting myself in a position here to try and make some money regardless. Win, lose, or draw, I'm here pretty much every day doing what I can. Now, I'm getting a decent reaction right here. I'd love for this to come down even further. Getting a good reaction off of this level right there. That is decent. I'd love to see this come down even further, put myself into some sort of a profit here. That would be nice. Someone's calling me gay now. Well, if I'm gay because I love my followers, then I'm gay, right? You know, and this is a positive place, so I try not to get involved too much with the haters, right? At some point, I'll get my reversal. I'll win some profit on this trade here, and that's a nice little push down. I'm happy to see it. Can I get a couple red candles in a row? Maybe I can. Maybe I'm stuck in this one. I don't know. Are we getting a reaction on the DXY finally? Let's take a look right there. Yeah, we are getting that positive DXY reaction. So maybe we took some liquidity below this level, knocked some people out, and now maybe this trade can finally come and go into my direction. If it does, right? If we're able to pull this position back to here, this is going to be an incredibly large win. At this point right now, I am already about break even, okay? I am already break even on this position, okay? So for all of the trash talk and all of the stuff I was going through, we are starting to go in my direction here in one candle. Now, can I break through the orb here? Can I break through the orb here? I'm hoping that I can. That's not what I want. I want this one. I'm hoping that I could break through this level and get back into the trading range, right? I want to be back into this trading range. If I could get back into that trading range, I'm in some really, really good shape here. And then, you know, looking to win again. And then maybe I'll be looking for other trading positions today to try and get this win streak even further. But whatever. This is a nice community here. People can hate, that's fine, but this is kind of just this is a lovely place to be. Happy to have you here, Big Mac. Makes me want to have a Big Mac. Yeah, well, we have very few haters. It is a very positive community. It is a very, very nice place to be. We broke out the bottom of the orb right here. That's telling me that we're going to be, you know, kind of bearish in the session. That was kind of my main indicator this morning. I know that's not enough to go on. I know I really took a lot of risk on this position here. I know that I did. I know I took a lot of risk on this position. I'm well aware of that. I've talked about it throughout the trade. I'm just hoping that this thing could go in my direction. So right now I am up on the position. You can see here I am up on the position about 400 right now. We didn't have to close that one, Vapool. That one could have continued in our way, but that's okay. We've got 3 there running now as we try to continue the pullback. So we do have some fair value gaps. I'm hoping price comes to fill. So we have a fair value gap right there. Let's push that to the back. And we have another fair value gap right here, okay? And that's a big fair value gap. So we have multiple FVGs. That is the market imbalance right there. Market imbalance right here. Both of these I'm hoping to fill. I don't want to react off the top of the range right here. I want to get back into the range and fill a couple of these levels and then continue to push this trade down. Now this trade is in profit right now, so technically I could close this for a win right now, but I am hoping for a little bit more out of this position since I have a lot of lots on it and I had my original direction and my original idea. So I am trying to stick to my original idea. Now up about 1,000 on the position as it's starting to fill that first imbalance. Still waiting for it to fill the second imbalance right there, but getting a really good reaction off of this final entry position right there as I scaled into this position. What's looking like quite perfectly right now, and the haters don't seem to be saying anything anymore. The people that were telling me I was gambling have gotten very, very quiet, which is absolutely fine. You can be as quiet as you like. I'm thinking about taking it. We have sitting about 1,000 here, I want to see us push into the second fair value gap, potentially come to this level right here. Trying to let this thing run a little bit right now. I'd like to get a couple of these other positions into profit so that I could start closing them in profit as well. Sitting at about 1,500 now, looking really nice on this position, sitting about 1,800, looking really nice on this now as we continue to push down. I swing trade all the time in my trading room. All right, so I'm gonna just well, that's nice. I'm gonna leave that for now. But we are obviously getting the reaction that I was hoping for originally on this trading position. As we continue to push down, sitting about 1,300. I'll be making some sort of decisions about profit soon. Yeah, I've doubled down many times on the trading position, and I've made pretty good decisions on this position. Now, there was a lot of haters. The haters aren't talking very much right now, which is quite strange. I don't know what happened to them. There was a lot of people that were against me. Now, we are reacting off of this imbalance right here. Hopefully we could continue this push down. If not, I will have to make some sort of decisions. I don't want this thing to go back into drawdown. I want this thing to continue in my direction on these candles. What do we have on this candle? We've got about 20 seconds left. I think if we close within this imbalance, we'll be all right. I don't want to close above that imbalance, even though it's starting to do that. I want to close within this level right here in the next 10 seconds. If that happens, then we are still looking pretty good on this trading position. I may be able to continue pushing down. Don't love how big that wick is. That's a pretty large wick. We do still have a fair bit of imbalance from the bottom of this wick to this level right here. So there's still some imbalance in there I'd like to see get filled. Floating 900 in profit. I appreciate your support. Thank you so much. This is a positive community. So whether I win or whether I lose, we do stay very positive. That is always our goal, to stay positive. The level that I would really love to get to would be the OG level right here. Let's go over to the DXY again, see what type of reaction we are getting there. We are back in this level right here. So this was that demand, hoping that demand level starts to hold and push up here. You know, we're kind of just back and forth on this level, and that's exactly what we're seeing right here, isn't it? So we're kind of following in line with the DXY. So if we have some US dollar strength at any point in time, I'm going to make a boatload here. Already doing quite well on this position. Oh gosh. Now, if this position starts to go against me, I may have to make some sort of a decision. Because I don't want to be floating negative on this one. I do want to profit on this position. I could always consider a re-entry, but I do want to see this push down a little bit here. I don't want this to go back to break even. I do not. I don't want to see that. Kind of wish I had that third position open still. That third position would be helping me right now. Sorry, that fourth position. What reaction am I going to get? Let's look at the DXY. Damn, DXY rejected off of the level. That's the last thing I wanted to see. I really need this level to hold and go up. If not, I'm going to be in trouble on this position again. Damn it. Damn it. Come on, DXY. Give me something here. Hold the level. Need some US dollar strength right here. Or else the haters are going to come back. Damn, are you having that much losses? What are you talking about? No. I've won 7 in a row. I'm going to win this trading position as well. You need to relax and learn trading. And when you go, oh my God, he's losing so much. This trade is in profit right now as you say that. So please, man, just calm down. It's my money anyways. It's not yours. Come on, baby. Give me something on that DXY. Give me something. You gotta hold the bottom of this range right here. We gotta hold the bottom of this range. We cannot come back here. If we come back here, I'm in trouble. Gotta hold the bottom of that range for me. Please reject off of this level right now. Don't put me in the drawdown. Let me sell this thing. Yeah, I've thought about getting out of this one. I'm still in it. Reject it down now. Just a little pullback, right? Just a little pullback. We got this, and then we got to come down. We got imbalance to fill. We have this huge imbalance right here to fill. I'm still expecting that imbalance to fill. Just need a little bit more selling pressure right here. That's all we need. All we need. Keep selling. Keep selling. Come on, baby. Come on. Come on. Let me pull this up on my chart as well. Yeah, that looks all right on my chart. Come on, baby. Floating 500. It's the same position. That's good. That's good. That's pretty good. All right, Vapul, at some point, I think we're going to just want to take, you know, the loss off the table at some point. I'd like to get it so I could get some profit and then have a runner at some point. I'm not sure where that is. I'm still waiting for a rejection here to my level. That's a decent push right there to 600. I'm trying to decide how I want to manage this position moving forward. So that's kind of just what I'm deciding right now. You know, can I just like take, you know, a couple $100 in profit and then let this run with 400, you know, something like that for pool. And then we just kind of let the rest of this thing ride out as we look for our next position. You know, can we take a few hundred in profit, you know, close a few and then take a partial on one? We are starting to push down, making that consideration more of a reality right now. So let's see if we could continue this push down a little bit further here and we consider something like that. Vapul, what do you think? Like where we take like a couple $100 in profit and then we close the losers. So we would close about, you know, 600 or 700, you know, close the losers and then take a partial profit for like 800. You want to do that for pool? Let's do that. And then we'll just leave the winner open. But make sure that we do a partial make sure that the partial is higher than the losers so that we're actually in profit and then we're break even, okay? So if we close, you know, so we would close about, you know, 700 in losers and then we would take a partial of like 900, something like that, okay? So you could run that right now. I think we're fine to run that right now. And then we'll just run the winner, okay? Thank you, Vapul, for managing my trade. And it's continuing to push down, so we're in an even better position right now. Okay, so I think, Vapul, let's definitely start doing that. So we could close about 400 in those, take profit in that one, and then we have our runner now. So there we are right there. Okay, so I just took 795 out of the position, and so I am in profit, and now I have 1,000 running, so I am in profit in the position, and that is a banger, you know. I know, like, you guys go, you know, he's not gonna win, he's not gonna do it, whatever, but that is now 8 wins in a row, and that is 69 and 21 since I started the stream. And we continue to push down, now already in profit, up about $300 or $400, and I have about 1,200 floating. Okay, so that is how it's done. Now I will take more off of the position. I'll take a little bit more off of the position there. Let's take another 400 right there of a pool. So let's take another 400 right there off of the trade. So now there's even more profit into my trading account. Yeah, take another 400 off right here. Very nice. That's a take profit right there. And we are continuing to push this thing down now. We are continuing to push this thing down. And I am break even on the rest of the position now. Okay, so this is all just profit now. This is all just going into my pockets. Was it a good entry? No, it was a terrible entry. It was a terrible entry. But with my hybrid execution trading model, I was able to get a lot of profit out of this trading position, and we are still pushing down. I've got about 1,000 floating now, so just a good decision. If I go into my account history here, you could see here this account is now up about 1,500. On this position, I've now taken 1,200 in profit, and then earlier this week I hit one for over 600. So my goal in each day is to hit about 1,000. I'm trying to hit about 1,000 on every single position that I have. This one, I already hit it, so I've hit my goal for the day here on Thursday, and I'm going to be hoping to push this thing down further, kind of looking at the EMA here. Can I get this position all the way down there? Maybe. I will just be holding this thing, though. I will be holding this position for a while, as I continue to stream, and now kind of talking my smack. All right? That's where I'm talking my smack. And hey, maybe this comes up right here and it hits my break even, but I've already pulled a lot out of this position. Let's clean up the charts a little bit for you. The fair value gaps have been filled. We do have another FVG down here, right here. This one could get filled. That would be a nice level to continue to hit profit targets at. That's about 10 pips away right about now. I was watching that Diddy documentary on Netflix. Is anyone watching that right now? Really, really good. I kind of grew up in that era. Mace, Puff Daddy, Craig Mack. I love that. I love that style of hip hop. Obviously, West Coast at the time with Snoop and Pac. And obviously, Biggie, you can't, Biggie on the East, but really, really good documentary. I highly recommend that one on Netflix. Netflix should advertise, should give me free Netflix. I'm talking about your stuff on my stream. The Diddler, yeah, the Diddler. I love how, I love those sorts of stories, the come up stories. He obviously turned that come up into a little bit too much of disgusting sex and maniacal behavior, a lot of maniacal behavior, but I love watching that come up either way. And I love winning trades, and that's exactly what I'm doing on stream all week long. I was on Monday, yes, allegedly. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. This is the 4th stream of the week. I'm just hitting winners. I am at 8 straight wins right now. If I hit 10 straight wins, what happens is I have to get a spray tan. Now, there's a lot of people waiting for me to get that spray tan. I don't really want to do it, but I have no choice. Puff sucks. Always did music and now his abuse. I don't know what that means. I loved some Puff Daddy songs, man. Bad, 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 bad boy. You make me feel so good. You make me feel so good. You make me feel so good. I still listen to some Diddy every once in a while, man. Who cares? I can separate the music from the behavior. Yeah, I just don't care. I try not. That is kind of my whole thing, right? I try not to let these kind of outside influences ruin my life, right? Whether that's a pop star that I like doing something disgusting, or a politician doing something disgusting. Everyone with power and money eventually just seems to do something disgusting. So don't have any heroes at all, right? That was more Mace than Diddy, and I did like Mace more than Diddy for sure. I love Mace. Diddy was kind of terrible at rap, and they do mention that in the documentary. P. Diddley's just the beginning. Yeah, well, all of these celebrities are disgusting. I mean, look at Crosby. All of these heroes, eventually they just collapse. That's why it's better to just not have heroes, unless I'm your hero, of course. If I'm your hero, that's fine. And if I'm your hero, make sure that you're in the Discord channel. You in the Discord channel? The Discord rules, right? Everyone's in the Discord sharing their ideas, sharing all their winning trades. Leo's got a loser open right now, so I don't know what he's doing, but you gotta step your thing up, Leo. I don't like that negativity, Leo. Great day sarcasm. I'm gonna delete that later if you're smack talking. Everyone else is having good days here. We got a good day right here. We got a good day right here. You just gotta wait to get out of drawdown, right? This is the problem with whiners. There we go. There we go. There's some winners in here. People posting their winners, posting their losers, posting their winners. It's mostly winners. It's a very big winning community. Look, we had the VIP win right there. This guy made 99 off it. What else we got going on? We got a couple of winners right there. And where else do we have a winner? We got a winner right there on the chart right now. How about that? You know I'm winning trades. Reminder, do we have to spin the wheel? Yeah, sure. We want to trade. I want to trade. Let me spin that wheel and see who gets free VIP today. Spin that damn thing. Still floating 1,000. Money in my pocket. 2 winners. I took one of the zeros off because we kept hitting the zeros too much. He's not publishing results because the trade's not done. The trade's not finished. He's just posting his floating, right? When I was losing this trade too, and then I end up winning it, you just got to be patient. Stop being a loser. All right. 2 winners. Who do we got? We got FXEYU, and we got Lion Gray N3E. Those are the 2 winners today. In order to claim your prize, you have to follow me on Instagram right here. Follow me there, and then send me a picture of your YouTube account. What's going on in the story right now? Trade with Pat Robot updates. These are all from yesterday. There's so many people posting their results with the Trade with Pat Robot. Obviously, you don't have to use it if you don't like to. I love it. I think it's the best thing I've ever created. You can get it at tradewithpat.com. But again, you don't have to. Do whatever you want to do, man. Do whatever you want to do. This has been a fantastic day, I might say. A fantastic day. Oh, thank you. I know. It's been a great day. It's been wins. And the 2 winners are here. There you go. And I'm still floating 1,100. I'm waiting for more pips. Waiting for this to come to this, right? You know, the market, it moves in waves, right? It moves in waves. So maybe you enter your sell position right here like I did, and it's a bad one. And so you enter it here again, and it's a bad one. And you enter it here again, and it's a bad one. And you enter it here again, and it's a good one. And the market comes all the way down, and now you got 1,200, 1,300 in your pocket, because the market ranges all the time. It ranges more than it trends. So that is why I have my hybrid execution trading model. And if you like the way I trade, if you think this is a good way to trade, my trading robot does this automatically for me every single day. What can I say? I'm just winning trades, baby. Had a nice sleep last night. What can I say? Look, we've got some toys behind me. My toddler. Look at the office. I'm at the front door. I need the mansion. I won't be at the front door. I'll have a wing of the house. I'll literally have a wing of the house. No tactical loss. Yeah, there are no losses here, baby. Just wins. Floating 1,200. Now, we are approaching a level of demand. Are we going to continue to sell down? Let's take a look at that DXY. Look at that. It's coming up. So, when the DXY starts getting to about this level right here, okay, that is where there's going to be some concern for me, okay? Let me draw on the chart right here. this is a level where I'll start having concern, right? This is the resistance, okay? That's the resistance. So when price comes to that resistance level on the DXY, we may get the reversal. Now, we may get the reversal now because we're at the top of the range, right? So we may get the reversal right now. I think we could come back up. I think we could come a little bit further here, right? Because we've kind of just been doing this wave pattern, right? So it kind of seems like we may complete that wave pattern and then come down from there. Either way, a lot of people were against the US dollar this morning because of those rate cuts. You know, I was thinking about it. I was considering that. I decided I don't care. I'm going to make some mool, and that's what I'm doing. So I'm watching my trade right now. Floating about 1200. It's nice to see, right? It's nice to be in here. Am I streaming tomorrow? I think I may take tomorrow off. I think maybe I'll finally film a video tomorrow. Is that a Toys R Us box? Yeah, yeah, it is a Toys R Us box. There's always toys for Naomi. We got to keep that baby busy. She's always on the go, right? So we got to keep her busy. And the only way I stay busy is with a little bit of this in my pockets. A little bit of this in my pockets. That's what I need. And that's what I like. I got to get myself a water. I'm going to be hanging out. If you've got any questions, if you want me to look at any charts, I will do that for you. Let me go get a water. I'll be right back. Oh yeah, still floating profit, baby. That's what I like to see. That's how I like to trade. I will be putting this account up on my FX book at some point in the next, I'm going to trade this for a few weeks. Hopefully I can, get this thing up 20 grand or something like that. And then, right now I think the account's up. Let's take a look and see what the account's up. The account's up about 1,500 right now. And I've got about 1,200 floating, so I could put it up 2,700. That would be all right, but I'm going to keep floating this one here. I'm going to stay with this one. Is the DXY going to contain here, or is it going to come out the range? If it comes out the range, I think I'll be looking real juicy. So I'm going to want to see price close out here. People are talking about gold. I was looking to sell gold today. Now gold seems to be breaking out. I think I would... I would consider selling gold off of this level, but it is exploding a fair bit. I was able to hit my take profit on gold this morning. In my VIP trading room, I hit a couple. Looks like, geez. Got a lot going on in my email here. Appreciate the, I appreciate all the people that, are winning trades and decided to join my services this morning. It does look like we've got a lot of people joining. The free room win rate is around 70% for the past 2 years. It's been very, very good. I think we're actually on a losing streak in there right now. I think we've lost the last 2. I'm not sure if a pool can clarify that for me. But here I am in another winner on stream. Won my trades all morning. Looking pretty good. How to claim the prize. To claim the prize, you have to go to my Instagram, send me a DM with proof that it's your YouTube account. Just take a screenshot of it, send it over. We got some Arab love in here. Now, I don't know what he's saying. How do I translate that? He better not be calling me a dirty loser or something. How do we translate this guy? I don't know how to translate you. Now, yeah, there's some people in the Arabic channel are probably wondering, hey, Pat, why haven't you posted a video in a while? And it's because I had like a YouTube warning, so I'm probably going to take a couple of months off of there. PayPal. Is PayPal okay? I'm from the Philippines. I don't know what the hell you're talking about. The prize is free VIP. I'm not giving you money. He wants to join my private channel. Well, yeah, oh, great. Tell him to click the link in the description. Shout out to all of my Arabic followers. I love the Arabs. Some say there's too many Arabs. I'm saying way too many, but not Pat. He loves the Arabs. All right, my Trump's a little off today, but it is what it is. I'm still hanging out here. Oh, thank you so much, Gasper. Well, you know what? People can call me a loser if they want to call me a loser. This is a positive place to be. This is a good place to be. I love the Patties. I love trading with you. I don't need to be doing any of this, right? So when someone calls me a loser, it's annoying, but then I get into my Porsche and I drive over to my mansion build. So I'm always okay with that, okay? I am the richest loser you know, 100%. Again, this is a positive place, right? Everyone here is really positive. It's such a great place to be. The trading community rules. Make sure that you're in the Discord. We're always chatting in there. We're always finding a way to become more profitable. And we're doing that. We're doing that together, right? And I come on stream. I show you my trades. Still waiting for a pullback to the EMA right here. Watching the DXY right here. The DXY is breaking out of the orb, man. If that thing closes out of the orb, I think we'll be pretty good. And I think I'll be, you know, potentially getting another couple G's off of this trade. Close out of the range, please. And let's continue upwards. US dollar is showing some strength after a significant pullback, right? We had a significant pullback right here, okay? I was getting into the trade, and now we are seeing some US dollar strength. And with the US dollar strength, that means we can potentially come all the way down to that next level of profit. But we are here, you know? So it's like we're rejecting off of the bottom of this range, and we are hopefully rejecting off the top of the, or breaking through the top of this range. It does seem like we rejected there. You know, maybe I was begging for that, but I'm waiting and I'm chilling, right? I'm floating about 1100 right now. I'd like to just continue to float that and get even more off of this position. Oh, Drew, look at that. Calling me gorgeous. I think you're gorgeous too. Euro USD. Let's look at gold for a second. Gold, I'm waiting for a rejection here on gold, right? Gold can't keep going up like this. Gold needs to pull back. Look, we've had the range. We've had a strong range right here. I think gold has to pull back still. Euro USD. Let's go look at Euro USD right now. So Euro USD broke out the bottom of the range, pulled back up into supply. That was a sell trade right there. And boom, profit. If you were using the orb on Euro USD this morning, you would have had a very, very, very nice winner. A very, very nice winner. You're in EG. Let's take a look at your EG position. EG broke out the bottom. Got a little bit of the double bottom here and has reacted upwards off of that. And now, off of this level, right? This was my original entry level right there. Went against me a little bit and is starting to push down. So again, the orb break out the bottom. That's giving me trend direction for the New York session, and it looks like it's starting to push down there a little bit on EG, okay? You're in US dollar, Swiss franc, 316 for Ruckus. Good job, Ruckus. Drew, you could call me gorgeous too, Drew. I want to be gorgeous. I'd rather be gorgeous than generous. I'm having a very, very blue day, Jason. I hit all my VIP trades. Yeah, don't take my compliment back. I love HN Forex. HN Forex, what's your real name? I hate calling you HN Forex. It's annoying. Gold. Yeah, gold, I'm waiting for a rejection here. I would like gold to come kind of back into the range, retest this, and then come back down here, right? Be waiting for maybe a bit of a trend line break or something. Something like that. Not a great trend line. Something like that, maybe. I'll tighten that up like that. You know, maybe a break of this trend line. Price come down, retest this level. I would be looking for that sort of pattern if I was getting back in. Thank you for calling me gorgeous again. HN Forex. What do you want me to call you? Nick. All right, let's call you Nick, if I can remember. You sent your account to me on Instagram. Yeah, well, do you want me to stop the stream right now and give you your free access? Is that what you're asking for? Let's get back into my trading position, continuing to push down, sitting at 1,300 floating in profit. In a beautiful position, you know, a beautiful, beautiful position. A nice way to spend a Thursday morning with the beautiful patties. Although I'm going to have to stop the stream. This guy wants his free VIP. No, I'm kidding. I'm just teasing you. Make sure that if you're not in the Discord, you get in the Discord. I want more people in the Discord. What do we got? How many people we got in the Discord? Push down. Yeah, push down. Thank you. Thank you. Push down. 1,400. I am that guy. I am that guy. Who is that guy? I am that guy. That's how. We have 2,400 members in the Discord now. The link to the Discord's in the description. Don't try and find the name yourself. It is called Trade with Pat, but don't try and find the name yourself. There's probably some fake one that's going to scam you. Just use the links in the description for that. I don't advertise much in there, you know. Are there bullies in the Discord? We do have moderators. They should be doing all right. If the Discord has been a very friendly place, so there should not be any bullies in there at all. There should be no bullies in there. If there are bullies in there, you make sure to tell someone, and I'll kick them out. Oh, Haven's being a bully? I don't see Haven, but if there's someone being a bully, call him out for being a bully, and you know, I'll ban anyone that's being a bully, because I've found that everyone in here has been awesome so far. A couple wins, so one win here on EU, another win on here on EU. Leo is showing some sort of a loser right now. He should be, these should retrace for him. I don't know what the hell he's doing. I don't know what setting that guy is using, but everyone else here is winning. So I don't know what he's doing, but I don't want to see his results in there anymore. I don't know what the hell he's talking about. Oh, Quad's no bully. Quad rules. Quad teases a little bit, but he's allowed to tease. It's okay. We tease a little bit. But, you know, if anyone is saying something you don't like, just call them out. Say, hey, don't say that to me. Because, you know, we want everyone to be comfortable in there. We want it to be a safe space. We're very liberal. We're very liberal in there. I think the liberals are losers and they're too democratic, but it's okay. I am continuing to push down. You want me to look at the DXY? Absolutely. We are jumping between the DXY and GU. DXY is finally starting to get to that EMA. Now, am I going to reject off of that EMA? Potentially. I may have to take some profit off of the table. Let's take 400. Vipul, you there? Let's pull $400 off of the position right here as we scale out a little bit. Still have about 5 lots on this one. Okay, we're taking a bit more profit off of their position right there. Gold potentially going to come down. Yeah, this is what I've been waiting for. Yeah, I've been waiting for a rejection off of this level, right? Kind of liquidity above the obvious level of resistance. Then I would want the price to push back into the zone and then retest this level right here as a resistance right there, and then push the price down. That's kind of what I would be expecting, and I would be targeting, you know, probably the EMA, maybe a bit below the EMA. You can see the prices come below the EMA. We have been in this range for a while. I'm expecting price to come back into this range, so that's what I would be doing on gold this afternoon. As my GBP USD position continues to push down, and if I go into the history right here, I'm up about 2 on the account now. This position has banked me significant amount of funds. It's been a really nice morning. This is the biggest trade that I have on this account now, and I will be putting this account on my FX book probably in a couple of weeks, as long as I don't do something really stupid. And you know I'm having fun on here, so sometimes I do something stupid, but I'm gonna try not to. Okay, I'm gonna try and double this account or something, and then we could really shove it to all the haters for the patties, right? For the patties. USD CAD. Is USD CAD, are we finally pushing up here? Yeah, we're finally pushing up here. There was really no entry here on USD CAD. We really came down here today. We had a real cascade down, and now we are pulling back up as we just get some dollar strength. And look at the dollar strength right there. Let's go back into the trade. That is just continuing to go in our direction. I'm hoping we could come all the way to this EMA right here. If I'm able to get to that level, I may exit the trade completely here. Yeah, go to the DXY again. Yeah, I was just looking at the DXY. The DXY is now at my level of resistance, so I don't know how much more I'm going to get, but we do have some big green candles, so I'm kind of just letting this thing play out here as we see a real recovery on the US dollar this morning. The news was good on the US dollar this morning, right? The news was very good on the US dollar this morning, and so US dollar strength is hopefully going to push this down aggressively, continuing to my take profit. Look at the entry right here. You know, you don't have to see the original entry. Just look at this entry right here as we continue to cascade down from my last entry point right here. We are down about 33 pips in my direction. How about that, baby? Yes. Discord link is in the description if you're interested, Toxic. Very, very nice. Very, very nice morning. You know, some say that I am the best. Some say that. USD CAD, I could take a look at that for you. But I'm enjoying this trade right now, brother. USD CAD. Yeah, we've got a real significant level of supply right here as we come all the way back up to that EMA. That's a potential trigger right there, but I'm gonna wait and see what happens. I'm gonna wait for a reaction before I do anything else. I am obviously monitoring this GBP USD trade that just filled the fair value gap right there. Is it gonna close below that level? I hope that it is. It's closed below demand, closed below the fair value gaps, and just this thing just continues to push down. Oh, the haters are long gone. I just, you know, sometimes I get in a trade like this and I go, you know, I'd like to close it right now for 1,000, but I'd rather just keep the stream open so that all of those people have to come back in and go, oh man, he's still up. He's still up. What happened? How is he winning again? I thought he was losing. I finally had him. I finally had him losing. Too bad. Gold. Gold I've talked about quite a few times now, so I'm not going to go over this too many times. On gold, I've been waiting for price to kind of break out through this level, right? I want gold to kind of break out through this level and then close, okay? That's what I want to see happen. And then I want to see a retrace back to this level right here, at which point I may consider selling gold down, okay? That is a consideration. I don't know if I'll do that on stream or not. I may not. What is it, 11:30 right now? I don't know how long I'm going to be on stream, but I'm here. I'm cooking. From the entry here, my position is now 32 pips in my direction. You call that a waterfall, baby. That's what's good. Gold analysis analysts going bald today. Not me, Goggles. I hit my gold winner this morning. I had a quick sell this morning. Help us enter one more position. That's not what I'm doing here. I'm only here to educate and entertain. Now, can I lock in at this level right here? I'm going to need this level to hold as a resistance. If I can't hold that level, I may think about pulling the rest of the trading position. I may pull the rest of the trading position. Let's take a look at that DXY. DXY is starting to reject, right? This is the consideration. We rejected here, we rejected here, and we're rejecting here again. So based on recent history, it may be time to consider exiting the trade. I think I'm going to see if price comes below this level right here. I'll think about calling it quits. taken my profit. And it would be a really big win. See you later, Goggles. Oh, give my regards to your beautiful daughter, Patricia. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed today's stream. I'm sure everybody did. It was a banger. It was a real banger. Beautiful Patricia. We've got some of the best fans in the world here, and we definitely have the prettiest. Nick, don't talk to my girl like that. Gonna join the Discord? Definitely. Yeah, join the Discord. Join us. Okay, we closed in the resistance and we are pushing down again. Can we continue to push down again? Can we? Can we? Can we? Oh, mama. What a day. What a day. What a day. What a day. What a dollar. What a day. I want some fast food now. That's what I want to do. I want some fast food. Is there any deals on fast food? Even though I made a lot of money on this position, I'll still only buy fast food if there's a deal. And there is a deal today. There is a deal today. All right, you guys want me to keep the stream up? Okay, yeah, I could explain the trade for you, of course. How many likes do we have on the stream, by the way? If there's 400 people in here, I would appreciate it if we have 400 likes, you know? You've been in here all day. Give me a like. I love you. Okay, so I gotta have to pick up a burger here, and I'm gonna let this trade ride while I do, I think. I'm gonna hop over to the store. All right, so why did I take this trade? The robot can work on small accounts. The Discord says you're waiting to be verified. That doesn't make any sense at all. The Discord's, you just click it and you're in. There's no verification needed. Have I given out the freebie? Yeah, I did run the VIP. Look at this baby go. Come on, man. What's the DXY doing now? Oh, DXY's breaking above, man. Yo, if we could get this candle to close. What do we got? We got 3 minutes? If this candle could close above, we may be carrying this thing all day. I might be on this trade all day. I'm not leaving. I'll be targeting down here. If I could get down here, that's another couple grand in my pocket, baby. Let's go. Why did I take the trade? I had a break out the bottom of my orb right here. I had a significant pullback. I had a resistance level right here. Not a great entry right there, obviously. Scaled into this position multiple times. Scaled in. My final scale was right here. A perfect final entry. And then we have come all the way down right there. I've already taken significant profit off of the trade. If you look at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen right there, you could see I've already pulled 1,800 out of the position, and I still have 900 in the position. So my goal on stream is to do about 1,000 per day. That is my goal. I hit the goal today significantly. I'm already well over that goal. So now I'm just being a little bit greedy now. Now I'm being a little greedy, right? Because we keep breaking levels on the way down. We broke this level on the way down. We broke this level on the way down. We held up a little bit on this fair value gap right here, right? So we've not really broken that fair value gap just yet. So we're looking to get a close kind of in this area right here. If we could get a candle close right there, then we could continue to come down. Now at that point, maybe price gets held up at the EMA. If not, maybe we're coming all the way down here, or maybe there's this level of demand right here that could hold up price. But either way, I'm floating 950, baby. Floating 950. All right, what am I doing? You've changed my life literally. Well, I love you so much. I love you too much. That's what my Naomi always says. Thank you so much, Adam. I appreciate you trading with me all day today. You know, I hope I don't talk too much and mess up with your explanations. You want to buy the robot and you're confused. The robot is a fantastic system. It trades this exact same trading strategy that I'm trading here, okay? So if you like how I traded this today, this is the exact same thing that my robot does every day. Now, I'm going to leave this trade open, and I'm going to go get myself some lunch, and I'll be back in about 10 minutes, or 5 to 10 minutes. I'm pretty quick. So, burger run. Getting a burger. Be right back. Holy crap. Are we going to get that close on DXY? We got the close on DXY. We got the close. Holy crap. Holy crap. US dollar strength. Look, we got the close above the level of resistance right here. Look, we've rejected off of that level right here. Then never in any of the time did we get the close above that level. We got the candle closure right there, and price is pushing down. Down, 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 down. Now, does it catch right here? It's a bit of a fair value gap at that level, and we have the EMA at that level. Maybe price catches at that level. I don't know. But I am watching the hell out of this damn trade. I can't get my eyes off the screen. Gold broke the level. So gold broke the level. I would consider getting a sell at this level right here. Maybe even this level. Yeah, because then you get what happens. You get this. It comes back up. It creates kind of that double top right there. You know what I mean? So I feel like that could be a sell entry. But let me get back over to GU, baby. Let's go, man. What a day. I don't really like to get into my personal life, especially, you know, I got to keep my options open here on stream, so I don't like to talk about my wife. Anyways. USD CAD, is that coming back up? Yeah. Well, I would be a bit concerned about taking that position now. I don't think I would take that position now. Why? Because the DXY closed above, right? So the DXY is still showing additional bullishness. I don't know what's going to catch the DXY now. You know, we have a level of supply up here. That's a long way to go. That's a long way to go. By the time it gets there, I'm going to be up another $1,000 on this position. What a trade, baby. What a trade. Oh, man. Let's go, man. Let's go. 200 period EMA. Every damn day it's like this. Every damn day. Hey, if you're here, please do give me a follow on Twitter. I can't seem to get anything going on this damn platform. Maybe it's because I'm too nice and I'm not arguing and attacking all of the women that are on here, but you know, I post my results on there. Come on. Sitting 1,000 here still. All right, I gotta get a burger. I gotta get some lunch. I take the Porsche out, but I think I'm gonna keep this. You guys probably want this trade to continue on, right? This is the best trade I've ever had on stream, so hang out. If no one's in here when I get back, I'll just stop the stream. But if you're still here, then I'll keep streaming. So, getting a burger, be right back. I'll leave the stream on. Why the hell not? Even in the winter, you know, we're taking the Porsche. Even in the winter, we're taking the Porsche. Do you want me to put my big... Oh, should I put the pool on? I should put... Yeah, I know. This is when I should... This is where I could have had Joe, but... Where the hell's Joe? I don't think Joe's even around now. I got to figure out how to get Joe on here so Joe can talk when I'm gone. All right, I'll be right back. This trade, hopefully it keeps pushing. Uber Eats. I like to go for a ride. I like to get out of the house, man. I'm home all day, right? I got to get out of the house. It's 2 minutes away, right? I'll be back in 3 minutes. And for all those saying I wear the same pants and sweater every day, no, I have like 4 of these. Yeah, keep the chat rolling, Nick. Shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it, shake it. I'm gonna make $3,000 on this trade. I'm gonna spend $5 on lunch with a coupon. That's how you do it. What's up now? What about the toque? Huh? You guys like the toque? All right. It's cold out there. Gloves on too. Heated steering wheel takes a second to heat up. All right, I'm leaving, I promise. I just want to see if this trade keeps pushing down. That's all. How's the DXY doing? How's the DXY doing? Okay, we're finally rejecting off of this level a little bit, but we could retest and go up. We could retest and go up. So I think we got to wait on this one here. I think we got to stay into this one still. And that would be about at that resistance. So let's see if that holds. There's no reason for me to leave the trade. I've already pulled a lot. I've already pulled a lot off of the position. If you look at the bottom left here, I've already pulled 1,800 out of this trade. So I've hit, my goal was 1,000. I already hit it. All right, let me go rev up that porch. I'll be right back. Oh, we're at our resistance here. Reject, reject. Daddy's back. Reject. You know what it is. Reject. Daddy's back. Look at the chat's going crazy. Honey, what the fuck are you doing? Jeez Louise, I'm gonna shock you like Kaya. All right, are we gonna get a retest on that DXY? We love Indians here. Everyone be nice. Some of the free trades on there? Yeah, maybe I should post some of the free trades on there. All right, so we are rejecting. Let's take a look at that DXY. Look, this is the plan. This is the plan. So, if price comes to this level, not good. If price can hold within the zone and then come back up, very good, right? So we don't know which one's going to happen. If we can reject up, right? So I got 100 drawings on here. It looks insane. I know. I have to clear those up. But basically what I'm looking for on the DXY here is a break and retest, okay? And if I could get that break and retest, we can carry this position all damn day. So we got the break. We now have the retest. Can we continue the market up? Is this just a pullback, or is this going to come deeper? If this comes out the bottom of this, then maybe I'm out of the trading position and, up, 3,000 or whatever the hell it is. I've done very well on this position. Let's get back over to it. Rejecting off of that level. Hopefully it goes the way that I want it to go. Still have 330 people in here for some reason. I wonder how long I could stream until we hit 0 people in here. I do wonder how long I could stream. If I stream for 10 hours, at some point, would we hit 0 people? Potentially. Or maybe just listening to me chew my food will be enough. We'll have to find out. I'll move the microphone a little bit further away. Sally, you got me falling in love. That song's a banger. What song? My new favorite song. I have a new favorite song. I gotta get some salt for these fries. I think I'm just going to see how long I could stay in this trade and how long I could stay on stream, and then I won't stream tomorrow. Salt for the fries. I went and got the burger. It's a subathon. It's a subathon. I'm not leaving. This is a teen burger from A&W. Hey, are we getting that? Are we getting that? Rejecting off of the level here. Are we going to break back up? That is our hope, right? Retrace of 4 candles and then back up. That would be very nice. How strong is the US dollar this morning? Stronger than I think we all expected it to be, right? I went against the rate cut, risky. Went against the EMA, risky. But here we are, coming back to that EMA. with a boatload of profit already secured on the position. If you keep singing, then you'll hit 0. And Drew's right about that. Oh, you could find my house easily. It's so easy to find my house. I'm gonna have guns for sure. I gotta protect my house. No, I like ketchup. I'm more of a ketchup guy with my fries. I'm having an incredible day. Just an incredible day. And not just from this trade, you know. My VIP room was fantastic this morning. You want to see what this trade looks like? I could show you a picture of this trade right now. Let me hold on a second. That's what the trade looks like right there. And we're all the way down here. You can see I exited on the way down. So I was able to take a lot of profit. That's what this trade looks like. Right like that. See that? Very nice. Now, are we getting the reaction, right? See, look. That's the goal, right? DXY break, retest, and continue to push up. That is the goal. If we could get that strong US dollar today. And let's look at US CAD, right? US CAD, same sort of thing. GBP USD, same sort of thing. All kind of reacting based on the strength of the US dollar. How's my voice? I'm a little bit further from the mic right now because of the burger. I hope that's okay. Let me know if I'm too quiet. Gold, I could take a look at gold. Gold, I was looking for a retest, wasn't I? Yeah, gold I was looking to sell off of this, so I would have been selling off of this level here. That would have been my entry there on gold. You know, obviously I'm not taking it. I'm in a position already. I'm fine. But this was my thought, was that we were going to break below and then retest off of this level and then come down. That was my idea. It's a little too late for me to take another trade. It's about noon. I don't like trading the afternoon session. You want some burger ASMR? Well, we are getting a good reaction. Maybe I should have took that trade. Either way, still waiting for this to push down. I guess I could get this off of the chart there. I can't believe that we've got 360 people in here. I'm just eating a burger. This rules. What a day. I am going to see how long I can go, though. What time is it right now? It's 12. If this trade keeps going in my position, I'll run this till 1. I'll see how many people we get. It's yummy. I can't believe you're sticking around. One more trade? I can't do another trade. I'm too risky. Well, let's see. How's the gold trade going right now? Yeah. Kind of want it, right? You get that double top right there. How's the pattern forming? Kind of wanted that to come down to the EMA a little bit, but I never trade at this time. I don't have a feel for the markets. I would be nervous. You don't want me to be nervous. Oh, we're pulling back again. We got to hold this level at some point and break out of this level aggressively if this is the DXY. Keep coming to the DXY. If you don't know what I'm doing on the DXY, it's the dollar index. So this is the strength of the US dollar. So I'm basically just watching the strength of the US dollar. And if the US dollar is strong, then when I go to the Great Britain pound right here, you can see the US dollar is strong. That means the US dollar is pushing the price of the Great Britain pound down, which is exactly what's happening right now. So I'm kind of like watching patterns on each, right? If I could get the break, the retest, and then the push up, then I can continue pushing the Great Britain pound further down to, you know, just an incredible amount of profit. Again, I'm at 1,000 holding right now. If I go into the history, you can see I pulled 1,800 off of this position already, and that's the biggest trade I've had on this account so far. I've only been running this account for a couple of days on stream. Yeah, that's what's going on. Yeah, I think my broker works in India. I don't know. Either way, just go to the website. You could always just try and sign up. There's a drop down. Just, you know, see what happens. Try it. That's what I do. I just kind of throw stuff against the wall and see what sticks. And it's AAAFX. They are the sponsor of this stream. So shout out to the sponsors. I've been with a lot of brokers in my life. I've never had any problems with any of the brokers I've been with. Floating 11 now. Floating 11. I'm not sure where she is, Nick. I should check my Snapchat. There's always videos of her coming in on my Snapchat. I like that. I like my baby. You're not allowed to have Snapchat? I'm sorry. Still floating 11 here. Pretty nice. Pretty nice. This is probably the most boring part of the stream. But if you do have any questions, as always, I'm here to answer them. I'm not doing TikTok on my phone. Mostly just kind of doing a little customer support, talking with my clients. I do WhatsApp as well, but I will never add you on WhatsApp, okay? So be careful if anyone adds you on WhatsApp pretending to be me. It's not me. I only use WhatsApp for employees and a couple of friends. You could add DXY. Shout out to India. Hey Ganu, how you doing? What platform? I trade in MetaTrader, and then I'm doing the DXY is in Trading View here. You want me to come to India? If I come to India, what should I do? I don't trade the DXY. I just use the DXY as a confluence for my trades. Yeah, I know this. I told you this is what I was showing in gold. I said this was my sell right here. That was my sell. It was right from here. This is where I would have sold from, right at the top of the zone right there. Oh, the other way. This one. That was my play. I don't trade. I don't trade really afternoon much, so I don't know. I don't really have a feel for it. I don't know what gold does at this time of day in the New York session. If we got something like this, liquidity above the resistance, I would expect it to come down, and I would be, you know, happy to get it here at the EMA. Let me go back into my GU that's slowly creeping down and creeping down. From my entry here, from my final entry, the position is now down about 37 pips in the New York session. You know, price at this point is pretty exhausted. You know, how many sellers do we really have at this point? I don't know. Your GBP, let me take a look at your GBP. I think we are getting a little bit old here into the session. You know, it is possible this could be a sell off of that area, right? This was a level of supply, but it's getting old, man. It's getting very, very old. Right, we are past noon. I don't really trade the orb afternoon, but I'm into this position right here, you know. Break right there of the orb. Huge retracement. Shooting right down. Beautiful. Beautiful. What's going on, Dax? Don't PMO. What's going on, Dax? I'm gonna have to start looks-maxing on here, eh? When I start hitting my cheekbone. You guys want to see me looks-max? I keep seeing clips of this guy Clavicular on my Twitter. He'll like look at a hot chick and he'll go, I'm sorry, you're a 3 out of 10. And he'll say something weird. He'll always go something like, you have a recessed mandible or something. And it actually is hilarious. It cracks me up. But I don't know what the hell this looks-macking thing is, right? I gotta hit my cheekbones. There you go. Let me get that cheekbone ready. Looks-maxing. I don't want a bad mandible. I want a good mandible. I want the best mandible. I'd like a big red candle. No teeth marks. You can use the orb in the London session as well. I think girls already say that I'm a red flag. Don't girls say that anyone who's a day trader is a red flag? I think they do. What a trade today. Not sure what indicator you're talking about. Oh, you bought Pally. What's Pally? That's what's Pally? Is that the one where they're spying on us? Is that the spying on us stock? What do I think about funded accounts? I think that a lot of the time they suck because they just like have a bunch of rules and they don't even let you trade. I don't trade funded accounts. Look, I'd like to try trading funded accounts. Do you like this camera angle? I look tired as hell, but I slept well last night. Well, there's another take profit hit right there. That was the next fair value gap that could catch. Let's look at the DXY, see what type of reaction. Yeah, look. I called it. What did I say? I said break, retrace, and up. That's what I said. That's exactly what I said. The market is doing what I want it to do right here. So, still into this trade. Just letting it go. Let's just continue to let this thing ride here. How far down can we do? How strong is the US dollar this morning? We had a little bit of US news, right? We had the unemployment claims, and the unemployment claims came in well, right? They forecasted 219,000 and they ended up with 191,000, which means there's more employment than they were expecting. Now, a lot of you are going to say, Pat, they cook the books and those numbers are stupid. A lot of you are going to say that, but those are the only numbers we have, and so those are the only numbers we can actually react to, right? I don't necessarily disagree with you that those numbers are crap and that they're completely cooking them, because that's what every administration does. But if those are the only numbers that we have, then those are the only numbers that we can actually use, right? It is really that simple. And those are the only numbers that we have. And those are the only numbers that the stock market has as well. So that's what everybody's using. What do I have right here? Little right there. That was a decent little trend line right there. So we had a touch here. We had touches here. And we had another touch point here. And we broke here. So that really could have been the entry for this trading position if you were kind of waiting for it to come down to give you an extra reason to get in. That could have been one of those extra reasons right there. What did I just do? Yeah, I could pull that down there. I'm waiting for it to come all the way down. What times do I go live? I've been going live at about 9:30 to 9:45 a.m. Eastern. That's when I've been going live, and then I've been doing that. I did that actually Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday this week. I'll probably take tomorrow off. I've won enough. Yeah, you can use the robot with $500. Just keep that risk really low. My ass is getting sore. Haters are long gone, long gone. How's our DXY doing? That might be starting to reject there. That's starting to get the kind of the double top pattern. That may be coming down. The best trader in the world. Thank you, Brandon. I appreciate you. Only the OGs left. I can't believe that we've got this many people in here. After all this time, to still have 300 people in here is amazing. Yeah, why would I leave now? When I'm floating over 1,000, this is when you want to stream. Thank you. Appreciate you from India. Much love. My butt's all right. My butt, there's no fat in it. Thank you, Throwback King. Appreciate you. Hey, Yeshas, what's going on? I'm full. It's a decent amount of food. Thank you so much, Gurmit. I appreciate that. I'm happy to have you here. Happy to have you in the free room. There we go. Rejected again. Rejected again. Look at that wick. That's a nice big wick right there. Maybe we're going down even further off of that one. Let's see. Look, last time we had a wick like that, look, we had this move right there. Still 30 seconds left on this candle, but we got some sellers still want to push this thing down here. Been here for a while. Huge inspiration. I appreciate you so much, Brandon. Am I going to enter another trade today? I don't think so. This is a big winner, and then I won on VIP a bunch. You know, maybe I'd send something in the VIP room, but I won't send another stream trade. You want more of my analysis, you gotta pay me. Ha 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 ha. But seriously. Brent, I'm up about, I want to say 1,800. Yeah. You look in the bottom left, I'm up about 1,800 and closed profit on this trade. And I have about 1,200, 1,100 here in profit still. Pay me my money. Yeah, a nice trade. I'm going to stay until I get 0 viewers. I never usually stream this long, but, you know, I'm sitting up 1,100. I might as well sit, hang out a little bit. Plus, like, if I get off, I'm probably just going to watch this trade anyways and see how much money I can make from it. Oh, I'm full. Yeah, I'm not sure what gold is doing. Creating a bit of a wedge here, isn't it? Be interesting to see which way it breaks out. You know, if it closes out the bottom here, you might have an explosive move down off of this level. If you could get the candle to break and close here, be interesting to kind of watch You know, either way, it may spring up or spring down. I'm not too certain. It just depends on which way we get the break here, right? It'd be an interesting thing for us to watch on gold. Yeah, I scaled into this position, and then I've been slowly scaling out of the position as well. You're selling EG right now? Let me go take a look for you. Selling EG. It's a decent level. The problem is Great Britain pound's so weak right now, you see? This is the Great Britain pound right there. It's just getting smoked, right? It's in a real free fall, you know. Maybe you're expecting, hey, this is we're at the EMA here and Great Britain pound's finally going to start pushing up. If that's the case, then you know, you might reject down here. You might be all right. A bit late into the session. What's my favorite strategy? My strategy is a combination of a bunch of different things. I like to get a range break first of all, so range break out the bottom. I like to see a significant pullback to an area of interest. I like to get price at a discount, right? There's a lot of things that I like to do to get into a trading position. And then if the trade goes against me, I like to scale in. Because I trust my analysis. Man, the market's dead here. I think we're all out of volume, huh? Look at AUD CAD. I don't really see anything there. Nothing on AUD CAD there really interested me, sorry. Sally. All right, SML, have a good one. Thanks for sticking around this long. I can't believe you stuck around this long. Stay blue, baby. Stay blue. I like that. Stay blue. I like that. Look at Bitcoin. Bitcoin's just been kind of hanging around 92 for the last couple days here. Broke out the bottom, broke out the top. That's why, who knows at this point. It's at a level that I like, though. It's at a level that I like, but I don't know. It's below the EMA. I don't think I'll be buying it. I can't believe that so many people still in here. Not Democrat blue, whatever. It's all the same shit. In this GBP USD trade, why did I take it? Okay, so first thing first, right? Reason number one, I had the break out the bottom of the orb, right? This is my open range right here. That's the top, that's the bottom of my open range, right? So I had a break and close, right? So that's my first indication that the New York session is going to sell off, okay? Then I thought that this might be a good level right here to get in. It was a bad level. And then I got a nice pullback though, right? I got a good pullback right here. Significant pullback, right? We had a huge move up. I felt like the market was exhausted, so waited for price to come down. Price is coming down. I simplify things. Like, I'm not looking for, you know, some people go crazy. They go, oh, I need this, and I need this, and I need this, and I need that. You know, on this trade, it wasn't the best trade, right? I went against the rate cut, but I went for the other news. There was the other fundamental about the jobs, right? So the jobs data was good this morning, which is good for the currency. Nummies right there. I don't have too many of these. Usually just after each meal, I give myself a little treat. And I also have the TikToks. I'm in Canada. Some say the best Canadian trader in the world. I say at least the best streamer. We have these as well. Just sweet treats right there. Hey Shrez G, good to see you, brother. Happy to have you here as always. I'm getting a little bit tired myself. I might have to take a little nappy after this. What a trade. What a trade. When you're good, you're good. The only reason I haven't left is I'm waiting for all the haters to come back that told me this was a bad trade. All right, Brent. Shout out to you in Florida. I'm gonna come visit you soon. I can't be in the cold here. I'm freezing my ass off. Where's Honey? There's my little Honey right there. Beautiful Honey. I got a shocker like Kaya. Keep her in that one spot so we know she's there. 12:30 floating. Ruckus, I'm about 4 months away from moving into the mansion. Obviously, the office is going to look very different. You know, I really like this backdrop here, and I don't even know if the backdrop's going to be as good. But I think I'll have to have different cameras around the room to show how cool the room is. I'm going to have big wooden ceilings. Like the ceilings are going to be massively high. So maybe I could have like a camera that shows how big the room is. Much love, Tammy. Thank you for coming. I can't believe some of you people stayed this long. I love you so much. Good morning, Pablo. Is this you just joining? Aren't I concerned about the demand? I absolutely am concerned about this demand right there. Right there. Let's see what type of a reaction we get on that. Let's go over to the DXY, see how it's reacting. Look, the DXY did what I said it would do. The DXY broke the resistance level. It pulled back, used that level as support, and has done nothing but continue up. I kept saying, I said, look over here. We had wicks. We respected the level of resistance that I drew, right? But here, we broke and closed above the level of resistance. So I was thinking, all right, maybe if we get a retest right here, we may push all the way up. And that's exactly what's happened. US dollar strength is beating the hell out of any sort of demand zone, right? So we shall see if this holds. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. At some point, I will have to exit this trade. I've made so much already on this trade. If I were to leave the trade right now, I'd be up about 3,000, and my goal today on stream was 1,000. Oh, thank you, Edgar. Thank you so much. You're thinking about buying a funded account. So the advice I would give you is to prove to yourself that you are a winning trader on demo first. Oh, it looks like Naomi's back. I may have to exit this trade soon. Yeah, turn the notification bell on. If you don't have the notification bell on, turn that on, and then you'll never miss a stream. But this is going to be my last stream of the week. My baby is back. Let me unlock the door so she could come in. Yeah, again, look, the advice I'd give you for a prop firm would be really simple. What you have to do is you have to win on a demo account for at least a month or two. At least. If you can't win on a demo account, there's no point buying a funded challenge, right? No one wants to say that. Because some people, they'll go, yeah, but it's different when you're trading live. And yes, it is different when you're trading live. But if you can't even win on demo, why would it even matter? It wouldn't. So be safe. Don't waste your money on funded accounts until you've proven you can be profitable for at least a month on demo. Okay? I know you go, oh, a month is a long time. One last trade. There is no one. This is the trade. This is it. All right, let me see. We are reacting off of my demand right here. I may exit this position soon. I may call the whole thing off. Because I want to get off the screen. Yeah, I think I'm going to cut it. That's it. Goodbye. Trade is done. I'm taking my profit. Let's go ahead and take a look at what that looks like. That is a profit of $2,944 on the one position, baby. Oof. My goal was 1,000 today, and I hit close to 3. So well above the goal today. Looks like we're getting a reaction off of this demand level right there. So I said, whatever. Let's get out now. You know, it's possible this thing could carry down, but what did we get here from the top? What did we get? 38 pips? Let's not be selfish. 38 pips is fantastic, okay? Thank you so much for coming. I appreciate you so much. I'm going to try and get a video out soon. I know I haven't done a video soon. I'll get a video out soon. Talking about my robot or something maybe. I'm not sure. The lot size, I ended up trading about 12 lots, I think, in the end. Something like that. No more trades. Thank you so much. Make sure that you're following me on Instagram. Maybe I'll go by the mansion and take some shots. I need to take a nap. Thank you so much for coming. I love you. I love you. I love you. And look, it was a good exit. Look, we're pushing up against me now. It's time to get out of here. Thank you so much. I love you all. I love you always. 3 hours.